Hello, here I am with a new product review, and this time I want to share with you what you can find in the book of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, The Realm Gate Wars Balance of Power. So let's make a look and see what is inside. As you may know, this is a campaign book for Age of Sigmar, and it's keep going where it was finished the Galmarath, the Quest for Galmarath book. So it's a continuation of the history and the war between the Order, Chaos, and we'll see that more players will come into play. So as usual, it's a hardcover, it's a huge book. We are talking about 300, more than 300 pages. So it's really a lot of content. There's really a lot of content here. So now we can make a look to this book. So you see, it's also the black cover, counter cover as usual, and yeah, we will see that it is a great pieces of art. So the book is we can make first a look to the content. So if we look to the content, we see that we have here all the different chapters with the different scenarios, and now we are going to look to the different scenarios. There are some that can be quite interesting. We start with some fluff. You will see that the structure is always, we will have some fluff about the history, how the history is moving ahead, and this part is a lot of try to recap where we were and starting again. We have the chronologic part of how the chronology is moving ahead, and we go to Ghyran's Last Hope. So we go back to the it's the realm of life, the realm of Ghyran, where Norgal was fighting against the Sylvaneth and the Stormcast Eternals. And here we see new scenarios, we have new maps of the situation, more pictures, piece of art. I think the art, we will see that there are we will find new color skins for the Stormcast Eternals and also for other armies. And we have here the first scenario. So I will not go into detail in all the scenarios. You will find here we have one of the scenarios. We have also rules for the scenario, specific rules, like we find in the Quest for Galmarath and also in the Age of Sigmar book. And we go to the second one. Okay. Here we have more fluff. It's always the same, the progression, how the story is moving ahead, how it's going, and we have here the second scenario. Try to represent what the history and what the battle was explaining. Normally the structure of these books is you have some fluff, then the fluff goes into battle, and then the scenario try to reproduce what we have read during the fluff and what we have read in the battle. You see here we have a very peculiar configuration. As I said, I couldn't go into details. I just received this yesterday, and today I wanted to share with you what you find. And now we go to the Oath of Fire, and we see that the Fire Slayers are coming into the game. So here we see the fight between the Fire Slayers and the Skaven. So this is going to be like an underground fight. We have more art here. This is also new, completely new. It's called the Rift Between the Realms. So it seems that this is the reality that is between the different realms, and you see that we have how the different realms can be connected. And it seems that I didn't read there, but it seems that there is a way to go between the realms here. We have the Fire Slayers here, more history about the Fire Slayers, and we have the third scenario. And here we have a different setup, as you can see. Okay, this is more in diagonal, but it's not in the middle. So we see that they are inventing rules, and we have also the rules to play in the rift between realms. So we have here different rules for the terrain and how to play there. And now we see here more art on the Skavens. Very nice pictures. I think the pieces of art are incredible. A little bit of painting if you want to do the Skavens with these colors. What are the steps that you have to follow to more or less very roughly to paint them. Okay, I work fast. We have more story. Here is more centered on the first layers again. We have here the realm of fire, and we have the fourth scenario. Okay, and here we see that the configuration is completely different from what we've seen before. So they start playing and putting the different the table in different configurations. Normally this is based to play with the tails that Games Workshop is selling, the 2x2 tails to the table, and in that case you see that instead of making the typical 6x4, we have this center that is 4x4 with 2 squares of 2x2 on the sides. Okay, and then we go to the next part. Here we keep on this fight, and we have here a showcase of the 5 layers and also a small painting tutorial on how they paint the 5 layers. And we go now to the Comet Death. So when Comet Death, and yeah, here we go to the realm of death, and we will see that Neferata it's going to be the main character here. We will find Neferata fighting in that part. So we go to the Lords of Death. Here we have a picture of Neferata. Okay, yeah, we have this is more centered. It's interesting to see this thing, how they are organized in the realm of death. Okay, I think some of this piece of art is new. That book. This is what I was saying. We see now how they paint the black, this new color scheme for the Stormcast Eternals. Here we find the black Stormcast Eternals, Neferata. Here we have the 5th scenario. Okay. Again, yeah, and we have no rules for the realm of death for this battle. So normally with 2 scenarios we have different new rules for the terrain or for the realm. Okay, lovely pieces of art I really love, and again a little bit of color scheme, painting color scheme for the undead. Here now we see that the fight between the undead and the Stormcast Eternals. We go Wrath Unbound, and now it's when the chaos comes into play, and I love this one. It's a very comic one, and Skarban is coming to do some slaughter. Then Skarban, it seems that the demons are facing demons against demons, lizardmen against Gorn in that case. We see also Lord Shefantica is coming. So the lizardmen are coming to play, and here we have the 5th scenario. Small is this, in that case is a small table. We have to read the rules to understand better. I didn't went into the rules. I just wanted to show what you can find in the book and what you see. I think this is new piece of art for the lizardmen of the Seraphon. Sorry, in that case, I don't remind to have seen this purple bone color, purple green color for the lizardmen. And some painting on how to do these lizardmen. Okay, and then we have here now it's coming the Celestial Prime to go into battle. We see that is back the Stormcast Eternals against Chaos. Okay, and we have here the 6th scenario. If I haven't lost the count, we have a new configuration for the table. Again, they are playing on how to put the tails to make different situations. Here we have more Skarban, more fluff. We'll go a little bit faster. I think the art is. We are now in the middle of the book. This is I lost count. I think this is the 6th scenario, if I'm not wrong. We have about 6-7 scenarios at this moment. So we see this is interesting. I think this painting is a different way to paint these miniatures. We have here new color for this. How to paint the classic Stormcast Eternals. The War of Lost Time. So we have the different how the battle is progressing and the different realms. This looks like a picture of the realm of Azir. Looks like Azir. So we have here the fight with the. Because now you see here we have the Archaon will come into the game as well. So we have more information. We have the Barangard. Archaon is now on game. So you have Archaon, Destroyer of Worlds, is coming in the fight, and now is when we have all the different powers in play. Still, we haven't seen anything from the faction of the destruction in this book. We have seen Order, we have seen Death, we have seen Chaos. Very curious, this one. Yeah, this is quite tricky because normally it's going to be difficult to set up this on a normal table. But it's interesting how they are now using the tails and making different configurations. I think this is the 7th scenario. We have again different rules. We have a lot of rules so to do at random and the effect of the terrain. So I think from here you can take a lot of ideas. I think that this book has a really lot of content. And we are here on the, if I'm not wrong, on the 8th scenario. And yeah, we have on the fight with Archaon, and then with the display of Archaon and how to paint Chaos, the classical black Chaos. We are arriving, if I'm not wrong, to the end of this part of the book. And then we have Legends of War. Legends of War are different war scrolls. We have the characters for the Stormcast Eternals. We have Archaon here, the Gaunt Summoner, the Demon Prince, the Lord on Demonic Mount, Lord of Chaos, Chaos Sorcerer Lord. So a lot of characters, the Actor here of Chaos. We have also the units of Chaos, the Chosen, the Warriors, the Knights, the Chariots. We have the Warframe, the Gorbisk Chariot, the Chaos Marauders, Horsemen, and the Marauders on foot. And then we have also the Fire Slayers. Here we have all the different Fire Slayers. I think they are all the war scrolls that are in the Fire Slayers book. And we have some demons here at the back. We have Scarban, we have the Blood Master Herald, the Skull Master, the Blood Throne, Blood Letters, Blood Crushers, Skull Cannon, the Flesh Hounds, and then we have the Spirit's Host, the Morgas, Nagash himself, Neferata, and we have some battalions. We have a battalion for Nargon, we have a battalion for the Sylvaneth, a battalion for the Stormcast, and I didn't go into the details, I will not go to the rules, I just want to show what you can find here. A battalion for the Fire Slayers, another for the Skaven Scar, for the Death, for the Slaanesh, another for the Stormcast Eternals, for Thench, and we have the rules. So quite interesting for me, a lot of content here. I really like this book. I will go through this because I really enjoyed reading the Quest for Galmarath, and now we have here the balance of power, so the continuation of the fight with 80 scenarios and a lot of war scrolls and war scrolls battalions at the end. So this is what I wanted to share. Maybe I will start a series going more in detail on the different war scrolls and on the ones that I find more interesting. Maybe I will focus on the ones that I have the units to play with. So yeah, that's all for now. I hope you find this interesting. Please like if you like it, comment, subscribe if you don't subscribe it, and if you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon account. No obligation to that. So that's all. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.